All right, gang, fun lesson today. Going to be discussing the sides of a polygon, and that's just a fancy way of saying, hey, we're going to look at some lines today. All right, so if you would be so kind as to turn your Go Math books to page 715. And there we'll see at the top um, our goal. I can describe line segments that are sides of polygons and determine whether they are intersecting, perpendicular, or parallel. Three really important lines here, and we're going to take a look at those right now. So let's start um, right here. Look at the polygon. How many pairs of sides are parallel? We need to take, first of all, a look at how do we know? How do we know this shape is a polygon? Well, the first thing that we need to do is know a couple of things here. First of all, let's see, can I move this? Yes, I can. All right, it's a closed shape. All right, everything is closed in. And then it's made up of three or more line segments. And right here we've got one, two, three, four. So we've got the line segments taken care of. And finally, the line segments meet at endpoints. All right. So they start and stop at endpoints all the way around. So that's what makes that shape a polygon. Now, let's take a look at some different types of lines. All right. Lines that cross or meet are called intersecting lines. Intersecting lines form angles. All right. So right here on this one, when we have two um, lines, I'm going to go ahead and get arrows on the end of those. Right here, we had a line here and one right here, and they intersect. All right. They intersect right here in this middle area. And so um, when we have lines that are part of a polygon, so the orange and blue line segments, they meet and form an angle. All right, so they are, you guessed it, they are intersecting. Now we will take a look here at perpendicular lines. All right, now this is a special kind. Perpendicular lines are a special type of intersecting lines. They are intersecting lines that cross or meet that form right angles. All right, so they cross in such a way that they form this perfect right angle, this 90-degree angle. Now over here, the red and blue line segments, they meet to form a right angle. All right, so instead of having this shape go all the way out, from here to here and from here to here, all right, those are the intersecting lines that are right here. Well, all we're going to do is stop it at an endpoint right there. And so what we have right here is they form perpendicular lines. Perpendicular, 90 degrees. And then finally, lines that never cross or meet and are always the same distance apart are parallel lines. They do not form any angles. All right, so this line here and this line here, they could go on forever and ever and they would never cross. Think of it like railroad tracks. All right, if we have railroad tracks, they are the same distance all the way down the railroad line. If we had railroad tracks where One of them was straight, but we had another one that wasn't exactly straight. Let's say it started off kind of like that, but eventually intersected like that. Well, you're saying, oh, they didn't cross. I don't see anywhere. I know, but lines will go on forever and ever. So these intersecting lines eventually, all right, they're eventually going to cross, all right? But just like a railroad track, all right, we want to make sure that they are the same distance, running side by side, never crossing, or else we would have a great big train wreck. Okay, and then over here, the green and blue line segments, they never cross or meet. They're always the same distance apart. So those right there would be parallel. And how do I remember that they are parallel lines? Well, parallel has two L's right here. And so if I were to take the word parallel, and I'm going to really zoom in here to help you get this. I have the word parallel right here. If I turn those L's into lines, just like that, just like the two L's that will never cross and meet, and we've got the two, whoops, we got the two lines right here. So that's how I always remember parallel lines. When I'm trying to figure out the difference between parallel and perpendicular, we actually have two L's that are parallel that help us to tell the difference. So over here, lines that never cross, the polygon above has, well, above, let's go back up and see here. How many sets of parallel lines? Well, we had a line that went here and here. Nope, that's not it. That's actually a perpendicular angle. We had right here and here. Get another line. Nope, that's not going to do it. What about here? Nope, that's not going to do it. What about here and here? You bet. All right. The base or the bottom and then the top right here, they are parallel lines. So what do we have down here? It has one pair of parallel lines.